jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. Scotty.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get rid of you early, bro, cause you don't got no respect for my game, bro.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
No. Oh, what the hell? The hell just happened? Hey, Mark.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy.
Hey, Mark, I'm so serious, bro. My game.
How you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery, long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance.
You got to see what I'm at, man. Hey, young boy thought he was fucking with me then, bro.
What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, more. Yo, Mark. Yo, testing 1, 2.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
You can't hear me, bro.
Off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here.
Hold on, bro. The best thing to do is this right here, bro. Yo. Yo, Mark. Can you hear me, yo? What about now, Mark? So damn stupid. I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. Oh man, it's 4 o'clock. Bruh, listen, yo, Mark, please, man, leave me the fuck alone. You about to get me so hyped, bruh. Yo, you's a bootlicker. You a click teaser. Do me like whatever, motherfucker. I know.
Will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know who you fucking with out here, bro. I'm a Mad Hatter, bro. Bruh, I'm a Mad Hatter, bro. I'm nice. I'm surgical with this shit, Jake.
Here we go.
Okay, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 48 yards. Bortles now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
372.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I can.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Why are you talking so goddamn, man? Why you can't shut the fuck up, man?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0?
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Okay, bro. Okay.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Myles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Jeffrey's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Jack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. This is taken at the 15.
Give me a ball. Oh, shit. Who the fuck is that?
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I know.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's a white boy.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Bortles.
God damn, he got
the inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Day.
Bro, what the fuck wrong with you? I ain't getting shit the fuck up, bro.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
You're a fucking bootlegger, bro.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Bro, you still got that stupid, bro.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Strafing. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down.
6'4",
so from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go ass up, nigga, crying like a little bitty bitch, nigga.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Too much booty in the
partner, I have to say, they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's Wentz to throw. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Oh, my damn elbow hurt. Well, I really feel my eye won't let me hide.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Bortles.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks. Say, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Oh, you little bitch.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Bortles now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
A very solid gain of 27.
That's tripping, man.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Bortles again. This is Yeldon on the dump off. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon stops short. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they ran the run. While not the second time, I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's gonna go. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 85 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, these Jacksonville Jaguars, as their offense comes back out here, you know, they had a hard fall from 2017. Now, there are falls and there are graceful falls. This was not a graceful fall. It was, wow, from the AFC Championship game to 5-11.
So you're saying it wasn't part of the ballroom dancing course that they might have taken, right? Where it's very graceful in what they're getting done?
Negative.
I mean, they ended up going 5-11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league, and too many turnovers at key times for the defense to keep up. So look for this team.
I got to use it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Bortles to throw once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, that nigga's in my face.
That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL will hop out off
under a heavy rush and down he goes. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
You can run
as
it
they
on
stop it with
others,
11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Lucy.
I'm not sure. I don't care you block it up.
Throwing is Bortles.
I'm out there.
Looking long for
Look at my boy Maddox. Goddamn demon beast,
knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Straight 15.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh, pick.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with a drive. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I live by my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wentz going to throw. They try to run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Going with their tight end on 4th, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 3 and 6.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter.
Oh,
because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 33. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again.
Oh, done that wrong, my nigga.
Confidence. Not worried about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Oh, my fault.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys that got 4 interceptions in one game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo.
A big run by the big man, Fournette. 43 yards on the ground. From midfield, here's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3.
Lucy.
To throw, it's Bortles.
He's
just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Bortles. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
They hold me in, bro.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
You don't want him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Only reason why you probably won because I made some stupid ass throws.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
82, 82. Lion. Down the man inside, down the man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Bro,
you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
I done threw all these picks,
correct.
man. I don't like that,
No
bro.
pick, just incomplete that time.
I had too many. Look at your turnover ratio compared to me. And I was in my red
The
zone.
Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
81, 81.
Where it is?
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Bruh, I don't care what you talking about, bro. You a hoe, bro.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren
I hit him with the juke,
and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate.
Damn!
And they jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th
like
quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
I fucking fooled with you, bro. That's my fault. You got this game right through all these kids, bro. I played with you. You better than me, bro. It's funny, Captain.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
I ain't give up, though.
Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Bruh,
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
All right, throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Wentz to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. But he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. For him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7,
I'm going to check your ass out next game. Everybody stay tuned.
The last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Check your ass out.
Here's Bortles to throw. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got some space here.
I got the pitch, man.
And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough pass,
Yo. Let's go, bitch. This guy ain't gonna do them stupid ass throws. In the goddamn me. Nigga.
Standing looking in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at.
You had momentum
in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this.
Alright.
Jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery?
Nah, cause you gonna be crying like a little bitch, bro.
Song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I can't believe
Breathing heavy. Little. Am I looking daddy? Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need it in case the movies get in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
He didn't get beat up.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down.
You see they got these one-on-one, yeah.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30, around the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out to the flat to number 21.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the... And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Third down, it's Will Smallwood. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. But Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
I ain't got no sportsmanship, bro. I felt the team. I knew you were doing something in the background.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm going to treat you like the bitch that you really is, bro.
After the penalty, it's Elliott.
Give me that, bro.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Prescott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Remember the Ultimate Warrior, bro?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Prescott now on second down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play.
I be feeling like a man when I come to.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here you go.
Why he going over? What?
Sweat today.
You fucked up your house.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Oh!
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
Oh!
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That's what that other dude need to realize. You got to live by your D, die by your D.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Prescott off play action. And this one hauled in by Taylor Monster. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty good playing an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
How the goddamn ball, man?
Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I'm going to get the 1st down, bro. What's wrong with you?
81, 81. Trey 15, Trey 15. What's up?
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
Oh, the boy. Hey, don't wake my girl up playing around,
so
man.
certainly an interesting
I ain't even really showing you my game, bro. I'm just doing
possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
That's my word, bro.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, you right.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is out of bounds here. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They will, bro. I
became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. I'll go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also,
under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
No, I ain't got too easy.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 2nd down, Elliott gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Because it's funny,
just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I love defense. I really ain't playing. I can't expose you to what I do offensively, bro.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
How's that full of shit,
and now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bruh, I'm not playing offense with my heart, bro.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
The
They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
That's my
and
fault.
He's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I'm about that bullshit for real. I ain't recognizing it down.
Prescott now from the 50. A dump off.
I didn't even recognize it down.
Get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Bro. You ain't trying to straighten no center on that, bro.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for
Cooper.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks.
You don't know, do you ever make the playoffs, bro?
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Shut the fuck up,
the Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
He ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half. Prescott flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas for the Cowboys out in front. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway.
I'm going to turn up, bro. This nigga fucking fool, bro.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often.
Mike Irvin,
limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half. It's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Hey, y'all about to put his kick on the t-shirt here, bro.
So one quick easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to loft one.
Oh,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time.
I'm about to go to bed.
Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brady, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
46. 26.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw.
Come on, man.
He's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Shut the fuck out. Ernest field goes out. Stop your bitch ass.
Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
You just talk till he got lips, bro.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, Whitfield on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think
that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
No niggas don't tell the hoe.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nah, they trying to hold me first, though.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. And when he delivers the ball.
Like that.
Prescott. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is taken.
Oh my God! I got the SWAT there, L1, bro. SWAT, man.
Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
He got me, yeah. He kept saying he got me. Broke my concentration, real host.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
They gonna let me turn and kick for that move.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to record another
bro, I ain't even really
sack.
playing for it no more, bro.
The afternoon.
No. I'm about done, man.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Bro, you say you don't take Ray Gaines serious.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. Skirts by him at the 35. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays according.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
I think I'm watching all these
all
plays,
they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I'm gonna watch all these, bro. I'm about to give me some cereal. Beat that nigga ass, bro. I want in the mood.